in the second stream. Who's going to be in the chat? Who's getting chatty in the chat tonight? Let's know. I have a feeling Huntsman's on his way. Who's going to turn up? No. Huntsman's first. Yo, what's up, Blage? Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know. We can hear you every single time, guys. Every single time. I don't know what it is. My microphone is always on. I start the stream, you guys can't hear me. I end the stream, I start another stream, and you guys can hear me. So, I don't know. What's up, Hassan? Good to see you. It's still somewhat cutting a bit off. Nah. Oh, and Huntsman says the mic was just really crackling every time you spoke. Isn't it like static? No way. I just thought it wasn't like at all. But what's up, everybody? What's up to Huntsman? What's up to Blage? What's up to Asan? And Laser Honeybee's in the chat and says, how's your day been? Not too bad, thank you, Laser Honeybee. Thank you for asking. And guys, if you're in the room right now, do me a favor, hit the like button. As soon as we get in the room, boom, hit the like button. Let's get this stream going. Huntsman says, hi, Laser B, which I love to see. But yeah, Honeybee, my day's been all right, thank you. I've been at work, not too bad. Looking forward to streaming, hanging out with you guys. And otherwise, yeah, not much to report, just another day. Esan says, I can't see Huntsman's messages. Oh, well, hopefully you'll be able to see them soon. I don't know why that is. Laser Bean saying what's up to Huntsman, which I love to see. What's up, what's up? And guys, if you want to stream right now, do me a huge favour and hit the like button. That's going to help YouTube show the stream to more people, and we can crank a vibe in here. So what's up, everybody? I'm hoping to have, in fact, you know what? Forget hoping. I know we're going to have a great night tonight, a great stream. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys. And I can see there's 5 people watching stream right now, but I can see Huntsman, Laser B, Esan, and somebody else. So who's not in? Who's here? Anush Kaysen is back and says, hi, Jesus. Yeah, not Jesus, but it's nice to be here. Blash says, I can't stay this time. Blash, you're breaking my heart. But I know it's late where you are, Blash, so get some sleep, get some rest. And Blash says, I got a long day tomorrow. No worry, Blash. We always appreciate you dropping in. Get some sleep. Hope you have a good day tomorrow, and we'll look forward to hanging out with you on another stream. Huntsman says, also, Edward, I'm not sure if you saw it. I think you did, but the drama between me and this other guy, I think, has calmed down. He has not responded to me at all, honestly. Huntsman, do not even worry about it, mate, for real. Just, forget about it. Don't even let it cross your mind. There was someone, right, after the stream the other day, we were all chilling, and the guy's name was The Real Indiana Cones. And he popped up on the stream, and he wasn't being too unfriendly or trolling too much. But then after the stream, when he saw that, he started commenting on my videos, literally 6, 7, 8, I'm not even exaggerating, 6 or 7 or 8 different comments he left on different videos, multiple different videos. And it was really, really, really weird. Like, totally unprompted, uncalled for, and just being nasty, not even having an opinion, just being straight up nasty. So anyway, Huntsman, that guy's forgotten. Your troll is going to be fun as well. And we're moving on. Eva is here and says, hey. She says, I'm unsubscribing. Happy April Fools. Eva, you literally got me there good. You got me there good. You were like, hey, I'm driving. I was like, no, Eva, what's up? But you fooled me. You really did. Esan is subscribed to Laser B, which is nice to see. Love to see the energy. And Blage says, thank you, guys. Have a great stream, Edwin. Hope you all also chill. Thank you so much, Blage. Always nice to have you here with us. And like I said, have a good night's sleep tonight. And we'll see you on another stream. But guys, listen. If you're here right now, I need you to bring the energy with me. If you're out there, I want to see what's going on. Put some chat in the chat. Drop an emoji. If you haven't liked the stream already, do me a favour and hit the like button, because I want the stream to get shown to loads of people. And like I say, when we're all here, vibing, chatting away, the energy's strong. So while we get people to I will tell you how I'm doing, and I'm doing all right. The last few days, like I've told you yesterday before, not been the best. I've not been feeling too perky, been feeling down in the dumps. But today was a bit of a better day, and I was looking forward to streaming you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much my update, really. Not too much to share with you. I am getting closer, ever closer to buying the camera in question. But I've got a problem, guys, and that is that I was going to stream this weekend from a city. But the city I want to go, like the train's cancelled, or there's like a replacement bus part of the way. And so it's like a 2.5-hour journey to this city. And I like this city, but I don't love this city enough to travel 5 hours total on my day off. So I'm really trying to rethink what to do for the weekend stream, because I was going to do an IOL stream for you guys. So I need to think about what to do. But the comments are saying, Huntsman says, well, I wouldn't say troll, but I called his friend out named Shadow, and then he posted hate, so I called him out. Then he had a friend named Yeah, but I reported both channels like anyone would. Well, fair enough, Huntsman. Don't let the negative get you down. And like I say, man, they'll soon forget about it. So keep doing your thing. Eva says, just had a dance competition and my hair is full of hairspray. It's so naughty. Well, that is pains of being a super duper dancer, Eva. So yeah, wishing you and your hair well. I'm sure you get the hairspray out. It'll just take a day or two, but you'll be fine. Pratt is back in the chat and says, I was wondering why so late. What's up, Pratt? I'm here. We're vibing. We're hanging out. Good to see you back in the chat. How are you doing today? And Hunter says, yo, Pratt, what up, bro? You good? Love to see it. Big up to W Huntsman for welcoming people to the chat. And W everyone as well who likes this. Guys, if you're watching right now, I need you to do me a huge favour and hit the like button. Let's get the energy going strong. Good for me. Hunter says, of course I welcome people. It's like one of the oldest things I did as a mod. Huntsman, I appreciate that endlessly. When you welcome people to the stream, that means so much because when people join the stream, sometimes it's the regulars and it's when you're welcoming people, it's like, yo, what's up to you? Like, what's up, mate? But when it's in person and they jump in the chat and you're welcoming them, they're immediately like, oh, this is a vibe. Like, this is somewhere I want to chill and somewhere I want to be. So, Huntsman, thank you so much, as always, for being here, for bringing the energy, welcoming people to the chat. It's much appreciated. So Eva's been in her dance competition, says, I got second in everything. Well, that is a damn good effort, Eva, if you don't mind me saying. Well done, you. Not first, but hey, very nearly top spot, so absolutely nothing to be upset with whatsoever. Pratt says, nah, mate, the climate here is mental. Hot days and cold nights. Unfortunately, caught up with a sore throat. I'm Batman now on acid. Which part of India are you from? Like the north, south? Like, if you want to share the state, that's cool, or just give us a general idea. Huntsman is recommending ice cream for a sore throat. Yeah, Huntsman, like I say, the less you think about those meanies, the better. How are you doing generally, Huntsman? Are you well? Oh, you say you're fine, thanks. I know you've been stressing recently, Huntsman, so don't let it trouble you. No good for me. No good for me. Eva is coming right back. It says, be right back. See you in a minute, Eva. So for anyone that's watching right now and is thinking, who is this guy? Who am I watching? Just to recap, my name is Edward. I'm streaming from England. And as always, we people watching from all over the world. Hunter's in the chat. Top mod doing a great job. Eva is here. Well, she's actually just gone, but she's going to be right back. And the whole point of this stream is chill, good vibes, hanging out. We'll get to know one another. Like I say, people watch from all over the world, and it's so lovely to see people checking in and just hanging out. Hunter says, yo, Edward, why is there like 0 people chatting with Huntsman? I'm hoping that you can do some chatting in the chat. And Hunter says, it feels empty. And Eva says, it ain't. Well, you know what, Huntsman, you're here, I'm here. Brat's it. And you know what, sometimes the chat is going to be like that. Sometimes the chat is going to be quiet, but that's why I need you guys with I need you guys to have my back and keep the chat coming. Huntsman, I know you like those emojis, to throw them up at the side. And guys, haven't liked already. I've only seen 2 likes on the stream, so Eva, I know Huntsman will probably like. So Eva, if you're not like the stream, show me some love, hit the like button. Huntsman's doing the emojis, love it, Huntsman. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. And you know what, Huntsman? Sometimes if it is quiet in here, we got ones that are keeping the chat going strong. And thank you, whoever just hit the like button. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I'm bringing the energy, and I need you to bring the energy as well. But in any case, this stream's going to be a good one. Right now, it's quiet, but sometimes these things take time, and we're going to step it up. And Pratt says, I'm from Eastern India, mixture of hot and cold storms, unlike Central India, which is usually hot. That is interesting to know, because I know it sounds stupid, but obviously it's a huge place, like the most populous country in the world, massive country. But in my mind, I just think of India as being hot. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you, that's how I perceive India. But obviously, you get areas like towards the Himalayas that are like, as you say, cold a lot of the time. So yeah, that's interesting. Now, East in here is a mixture of hot and cold storms. That sounds like a pretty deadly mix, if I'm honest. Hot during the day and cold storms at night, potentially. Oof. you, Huntsman, for welcoming Jackson Russell, who's up in the chat. And Jackson Russell says, "Why do you live stream?" Which, and the reason I live stream it is because I like connecting people in a pretty instantaneous sort of way. I've released videos before on YouTube, and I will be doing more long form content. But the thing I like about streaming is that I just get to chat to you guys in real time. Like I say, people watch from all over the space. Huntsman's somewhere in England. I'm up in the north of England. And yeah, Jackson, if you want to share which world you're from, that'd be super cool. No pressure. But in answer to your question, why do I live stream? It's just 'cause I like it, honestly. I find it enjoyable to say connect with people, vibe with you guys, brings a positive energy. And unlike videos where you've got to upload them and to wait for people to watch them, with streaming you can just literally connect with people super quickly. And I've already had some lovely conversations. I've been streaming 6 weeks maybe, and I've met some lovely people. Hunter's in the chat right now. I know we've got Pratt's here as well. Eva the Diva, Blaj Harja was here before. So you know what I mean. It's nice. It's nice to stream and like check in with people, and that's why I say, guys, like if you're out there, I want to know where you're at. I want to know what you're doing. I want to see what you're saying, and whether that's chatting in the chat, throwing up emojis at the side, because when I'm just chatting and it's just little old me and no one's vibing, no one's hanging out, it's not that interesting. But when the chat gets busy, people are involved, they're asking me questions, I'm doing shout outs, it's more fun. So that's why I love it, an interactive stream, an interactive chat. And that's how it's going to stay for right now. And guys, if you're watching right now, just to recap, my name's Edward, I'm streaming from the north of England. And if you have a like button already, show a guy some love. Because the more people that like it, the more YouTube shows it to people. So let's check out what the chat's saying. Jackson says, that's cool. Well, thank you, Jackson. I appreciate that. And Huntsman says, yo, Edward, can you pin the rules? Like, click on a message about the rules and pin it. Let's try it, Huntsman. Huntsman, boom, just like that. We have followed your suggestion, and the message has now been pinned. So thank you, Huntsman, for writing the rules out. And the rules are pretty simple, not very restricted, guys. So it's literally no swearing, not too much politics, don't harass myself. And if we do all the other things, well, I reckon we're gonna have a really good stream. So let me get back to the comments. Mesman999 says, do you only have one arm? No, I've got two arms. I'm the owner of two arms. I think that's my hand. You know what I'm saying? One arm, two arms. So, boom, there you go, Mesman. Two arm fellow. Brad says, my mate had ice cream and now he's got an appointment next week for his throat surgery. So thanks, Huntsman, for your ice cream recommendation. Huntsman says, no problem. The boldness really helps with stuff like that. I think he means coldness. I think that's autocorrect. Stephen Donnelly is in the chat, and I believe Stephen has recently gone vegan. W. Stephen, what's up to you, man? He says, are dry nuts fattening, or is that another myth? Well, Stephen, I guess with nuts fattening, or you ask about dry nuts, it's all about calories in versus calories out, to be honest with you. And that's the most important thing to know about weight gain or weight loss. It's calories in versus calories out. And whether nuts are dry or whether they're wet, it doesn't make a difference to the calorie content unless they've been like soaked in something. So what I would say to you is if you're trying to keep an eye on the calories in food, look at the label, weigh stuff out if you need to. But the idea that dry nuts are specifically more in is a total myth. Are nuts high in calories in general? Yes, they are. But that's not to say they're bad for you. Avocados are high in calories, but you know that they're not bad for you. Olive oil, same sort of thing. But you just got to be mindful. Dark chocolate, for example, very healthy for you, but you just got to be mindful about not having too much. So I eat a lot of like peanut butter and stuff like that. And I personally think that's not a bad thing. It's just 100% peanuts. I actually had like a peanut bar before as well. Actually, for my tea, just before I jumped on stream, guys, I ate some noodles and some tofu and some broccoli. And on those noodles, I had like a homemade peanut sauce, which was literally just peanut butter and lime. That was it, and a bit of salt in the food. But my point is that nuts are fine, but just like have them in moderation. All right, let me catch up with the chat. Look, Yowie says this is lagging extremely bad. Well, look, Yowie, if you're still here, I apologise for the lag. I'm going to fix that situation because everyone's telling me about the lag and it's so annoying because if there's one thing you don't want as a streamer or someone who's streaming, it's lag. Like, if you've got like a bad internet connection and you're uploading a video, you could just like leave the computer and over like an hour or two, it'll upload the video. But if you're streaming, you really need a good internet connection. So I can only apologise for the bad internet. I installed new internet like 4 or 5 months ago. I didn't personally install the internet. Somebody installed the internet and it's fibre optics. It's meant to be better. And is it better? No, it's not. So I'm on the case. Devishra says, hey, Preeti. I think that means pretty. Well, what's up to you, Devishra? How are you doing? Or is it Deveshra? Stephen Donnelly says, "Cool, bro. I do boxing. I eat peanut butter too." Nice, Stephen. Well, you'll know all about kind of like clean nutrition. I'm not going to try and lecture you. I'm not a nutritionist, but yeah, like stuff like that. Peanut butter is a sort of healthy source of fat. 100%. I actually get quite a lot of like the fats in my diet from nuts and from seeds and a bit of olive oil as well, avocados. But yeah, nuts and seeds are great. Pratt says, anyway, let's move forward with my usual questions for all. If laziness was an Olympic, so just for context, right? If you watch it for the first time, Pratt put some great thought-provoking questions in the chat, which I really enjoy, about different subjects. And if you're watching right now, get involved and have your say. Everyone's probably already answered these because I'm about 10 minutes slow on the responses. But let's see what Pratt says. If laziness was an Olympic sport, would you compete or just watch? I don't think I'd want to compete at the lazy Olympics. I wouldn't want that to be my speciality. Yuko is here, says, "Are you a football hooligan?" No, but thank you for the question. Dobby Snuffy is back in the chat and says, "Hi brother, how are you? What's up, Dobby? How are you doing?" Dobby says, "Bro, your voice is breaking." Well, I think my voice is already broken, but I think you mean the connection is not coming through clearly. So if that's the case, guys, I can only apologise. Like I've said before, words will be had with the internet because this can't go on, chat. This can't go on. I'm trying to stream and it's lagging, and I've got new internet, and it's just not acceptable. So we're going to do something about that. What else now? Oh, Huntsman's confirming that my internet is bad, so that's not good. MSMR Ihan or MSMR Rehans. Hi, what's up to you, MSMR? Nice to see you in the chat. Don't think I've seen you here before. So W to you. Stephen says, "Is Lidl good for vegan food? I'm in Ireland." Well, you know what, Stephen? If you're in Ireland, you're in a great place to be a vegan because, as well as all the amazing grows in Ireland, you've got supermarkets. If you were saying, "Hey, I'm tuning in from the Democratic Republic of Congo, I'm 100 miles from a supermarket," then maybe being vegan wouldn't be the best situation. However, if you're in Ireland, you've got Lidl's, you've got supermarkets, you're honestly in a great position, mate. And actually be curious how expensive Ireland is compared to the UK and England. Because I've no sense. I've actually never been to Ireland. I've been to Northern Ireland, but never to Northern Ireland. Grandma's Den says, "Is there any Mockle misers?" I have no idea what that means. Someone with a Russian username, so a Cyrillic username, says, "Hi." I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but user with the kind of, how do you even describe that? Like the kind of weird doll thing, purple hair, pink hair. What's up to you, person with a Russian name? And Dobby says, "No problem, mate. Don't be sorry, networking." Honestly, guys, it's just so frustrating because if I lived in like the middle of nowhere, total middle of nowhere, then fine, the internet might not be its peak, but I live in a town. There should be, there should be internet. I should not suffer this way, chat. It's not fair. No idea what a Mockle miser is. Then Gamers 6944 says, "How to start a business?" Why do I feel like that's going to be the start of like a comment thread? Have you ever seen those on comment section chat on YouTube where someone will comment on underneath someone's video and it'll seem like a genuine comment? It'll be like, this is a great thing. It's going to help me. And then someone's like, "Yes, like Dr. Chung really helped me with my arthritis." And then someone else will comment. It's obviously like a bot thread, right? It's a bot comment thread. But at first it seems like legitimate. And by the time you get to the bottom comment, you're like, bro. So, Pratt is talking about the Olympics. We're just tuning in. Pratt, one of the people in the chat, asked a few minutes ago, if being lazy was an Olympic sport, or if being lazy was the Olympics, would you watch or just participate? And Pratt is saying, so basically if everyone is lazy enough to compete, then just watching it also creates another competition. That would be a heck of a competition, Pratt. I don't even know what that would look like. Preetham D. Costa says, "Hey girl." What's up, Preetham? How you doing? And Zarek Poe is back in the chat and says, "Hello, man. How are you doing?" I'm pretty sure we've seen you before, Zarek. Unless I'm getting you confused with another Zarek Poe. But either way, what's up to you? Awesome. And Stephen's saying porridge with chia seeds is nice. The stream is not lagging too bad for me. Stephen, I'm very pleased to hear that. That's awesome. In answer to your statement about the porridge with chia seeds, you know what? I love porridge, man. It's actually only for the last days that I haven't had porridge. But before then, I kid you not, like literally, I'm not saying every day of my life, but like for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks or months on end, I eat porridge like every day. That's my go-to breakfast. But Stephen, I also have fruit in mine. So I personally like to have like blueberries or goji berries and stuff like that. And The seeds I have is like it's like an Amiga seed sprinkle mix, but chia seeds are great as well. But just like yeah, seed mix is nice sometimes. And peanut butter as well. That's why I put peanut butter as well. Kartikia is here and says, "Today my birthday and had arrived in Japan just now to surprise my sister." Well, that is a lovely way to surprise your sister. And happy birthday to you. I wish I knew happy birthday in Japanese as you're in Japan, but unfortunately I don't, so I'll just say it in English to you. Have a good time in Japan, and nice to see you, Kartikia. Dobby Snuffy says, "Bro, are you a Potterhead?" I am not a Potterhead. I'm an appreciator of Harry Potter, but I'm not a Potterhead. It's not. I don't take it that far. But W Harry Potter, to be fair, what a series, and the films are good as well. What else have we got in the chat? Who's out here? Stephen Donnelly says, "Do you gym?" Yes, I do. I work out. I don't go to a gym at the moment. I've got like a bit of like a workout area. I've got like a dip bar, pull up station. No, pull up dip station bar. That's what I was trying to say. But on the if we get to 500 subs, guys, I've already agreed with you. 500 subs, house tour, stream. So I had to think about that. I had to think about that too long. But yeah, if and when I hit 500 subs, then we're gonna do a house tour and show you around my humble abode, and I'll show you my little workout area. So yeah, Stephen Donnelly. I'd love working out. W exercise. If you're watching, guys, if I could give you not one prize, but one piece of advice I would give my younger self is to be really consistent with the working out. The exercise will help you in so many ways, and it doesn't matter whether it's fashionable online or not, whatever, blah, blah. Like, however you exercise, whether it's like walking, running, working out at the gym, ideally a mixture of like cardio and resistance training, but whatever it is that you like doing, it could be anything, guys. It could be skateboarding, it could be skiing, anything that gets your heart going, anything that involves you using your muscles is just great for your mental and physical well-being. So, W, Stephen for the question, and yes, I like gym. Zarek Poe says, "No, it's me. I'm pretty sure." Well, what's up to you, Zarek Poe? And he says, "Have a blessed day, Mister." Well, thanks so much. That's the energy I'm talking about. I'm so lucky to have lovely people that join the stream. They hop in the chat and they bring the vibes consistently. And honestly, when I stream, I want to try and be positive for you guys, good energy. There's a lot of negative stuff going on in the world. So when I stream and with your guys' help, we can get a good little vibe going, crank the energy, then it's a W as far as I'm concerned. James Wright says, "Can't spell frustrate without fruit, which is how the word fruit starts. Go have an apple and it will all be okay." Well, you know what, James Wright, I'm going to level with you. When I first started reading your comment, I was like, where's James going with this? Is this going to be a troll comment? Is he just chatting macca? And you pleasantly surprised me, James. It was a good initial comment. And you know what? Great advice. Have an apple, and you know they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So W James and W apples. Carter Keane said Regato and Carter Kia is currently in Japan to surprise his sister, so that is super cool. Ahmed Mohammed says, "Do you know Five Nights at Freddy's?" No, I don't. Why does that sound familiar? I don't know what that is. Is that a film, Five Nights at Freddy's? Is that a horror film, or am I going absolutely off my rocker? Is talking about nuts and says, "By the way, I don't actually like nuts. They make me sick, and I don't have butter either. But I do eat like salad, like cucumber, tomato, lettuce, lemon juice, etc., etc." Okay, Huntsman. You know what? Fair enough. If you don't like nuts, nuts aren't everyone's cup of tea, but great source of fat, good source of protein, healthy, natural. So W nuts is all I'm saying. But at the same time, you know, we all like different things, don't we? So fair enough, Huntsman. And well, Stephen says, "Peanut butter would be lit in porridge." I'd say, honestly, Stephen, I have it all the time in porridge. It's one of my favorite things to put in porridge. But then if you have fruit as well, it like cuts through the richness of it. So you've got like the hearty oats, the creamy, savory. What's not savory? Creamy, like I can't even speak, chat. The creamy peanut butter and the fruit, just like the tangy fruit, and it just like all comes together. You're cozy says, "You look like a girl, but not." I'm going to keep it moving with the comments. Carmel Gut says, "A man without a beard is like a woman with beard." That is a wild thing to say. I think that's meant to be a joke, but that's like wild to say that like if you're a man and you haven't got a beard, it's the same as a woman with a beard. That's wild. Louise Auger says, "Hi, what's up, Louise? How are you doing?" Trying to think if I've seen your username in the chat. I'm getting, I'm pretty good at keeping a track of who's in the chat with me. And everyone always comes back and like the regulars come back and "What's my name? What's my real name? I told you last stream." And I'm like, "What's up, Krishna?" But Louise August, I don't know if I've seen you here before. But either way, nice to see you, Louise, and thanks for joining the stream. And let me know if I'm wrong. If you've been here before and I've just been forgetful, call me out and let me know. Anushka Kaysen says, "Where are your glasses?" My glasses are right here. Or not. Do you want to see what I see, chat? Let's see if we can put the glasses on you. I don't think it's going to work, is it? But it's a little taste of my world. Dobby Snuffy says, brother, I really appreciate that you are very humble and a soft-spoken person. God bless. Dobby Snuffy, I really appreciate, genuinely, from my heart is actually on the other side, guys, but my phone's in my right hand. But Dobby, from the bottom of my heart, I genuinely really appreciate you saying that because you took the time out of your day to type out a nice comment and post it in the chat, and that means a lot. Like, I'm just a tiny little streamer who's looking to have like a really nice crew of regulars that come in, check in and hang out and vibe with me. People like yourself, Dobby, who I've seen on a few streams now, taking the time to leave a nice comment like that, it means a lot. So, W Dobby, thank you very much. Zarekpo says W stream. Zarekpo, that's the energy I'm talking about. Thank you so much for being here. Like, as I say, when I stream, I want it to be a positive time that we can all vibe together, come together from all over the world. I know fact because I've had loads of conversations with people who tune in from all over the world. Literally, more from India, America, Canada, all over Europe. I don't know if we've had any people from Africa. Yeah, we have. We've had people from South Africa as well, which is awesome. So, like I've told you before, if you stream for the first time, I love hearing where people are from. It makes it so much more fun for me when someone's like, yeah, I'm from, what's up? I'm from Mumbai. And someone else is like, yo, I'm from Lisbon. That's super cool and super fun. At the same time, if you just want to kick back and quietly watch, you're very welcome to do so as well. But what I would say to you is if it's your first time watching, comment for the first time and see because I guarantee the chat will welcome you here. So, W chat. With that being said, let's get back to the comments. Two Real Deal Brits says, hello, what's up, Two Real Deal Brits? How are you doing? I think it's the first time I've seen you here in the chat, so nice to see you. Huntsman says, I'm going to time everyone for a day for no reason. April Fools, hehehe. Huntsman, you had me going. When you said, I'm going to time out everyone for a minute, I thought you were going rogue on me. I was like, no, Huntsman, he's been a real one since day one, but is this his moment to go rogue? Wildin', what's up? Real Madrid, Cristiano YX says, is that a spider? Well, I personally am not a spider, and I can't see any. Oh, I'm so dumb. I literally just April Fools me. What's up to you, Real Madrid? You got me. And Louise August is saying, my real Skylar, what's up to you, Skylar? I will call you Skylar from now on. What's up to you? What else have we got here? Stephen says, did you cut out putting sugar in your porridge? And yes, I did, Stephen. When I was a kid, I used to love sugar in porridge. I used to think it was so nice. And when I got older, to be honest with you, I just stopped having it in porridge. And what I do now to get like the sweet taste in my porridge is I've shown the stream. Maybe if you've only been here like for a few streams, you might not have seen them, but I've shown dates before, medjool dates. And if you're from the Middle East, if you're anyone from watching the Middle East, or even if you just like global foods, you'll probably have tried dates or seen dates or know what they are. So what I'm trying to say is, Steve, instead of putting sugar directly in my porridge, I just put medjool dates in there now, and it's got just as sweet as sugar, but instead of just being like refined sugar, which will spike your blood sugar levels, it's the natural sugars, it's fruit sugars, and there's also fiber from the dates as well, so extra nice. So Stephen, in fact, if you go to Lidl, Stephen, look for dates because they'll sell dates in Lidl, and they're really good, and they're good for you as well. Emily 1245 says, what's your craziest conspiracy theory? Ooh. Oh, I don't know. Do I want to say this on stream? Everything lives on the internet forever. Like, maybe I'm going to have, like, CIA after me. I'll do a safe one. I'll do a pretty safe one. So, in terms of craziest conspiracy theory, right? Not the most wild one. In fact, it's a pretty safe one. If not aliens like we think of them, like little green men, I definitely believe in life beyond humans on Earth. I think statistically the chances that in the universe that we're in, the size of the universe, even the size of, like, the galaxy that we're in, the idea that there's no other sentient life in the universe, it seems pretty implausible to me. And I feel that, again, if there is life in this massive galaxy that we're in, this massive, even bigger universe that we're in, it's plausible that there are intelligent life forces which are more intelligent than us that would have the ability to travel to Earth and not be detected. So, not that crazy a conspiracy theory. I low-key kind of think aliens, or at least extraterrestrials, something along those lines, something that's not human-based. So let me know what you think about that, Emily. Anush Kaysen says, your glasses are super cute. Well, worry not, Anush Kaysen. The glasses will be coming back in a little bit when I'm straining to read the chat. But to be fair, I'm not actually short-sighted. I'm like long. No, I'm not long-sighted. I'm sighted, but the glasses help generally. And Stephen says, you're a good dude, Edward. You put defiantly, but I think you meant definitely. So thank you. But you're a good dude, definitely. We know what, Stephen, honestly, for real, like I just saying to the person before who left a nice comment, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate that, because somebody taking the time out of their day to show me a little love, put a nice comment, join the vibe. Like anyone that takes the time to like the stream or subscribe to myself, it means a lot, and it's really great motivation. Saying you're a good guy, Stephen. I really appreciate that. And Dobby as well has been really kind and says you're a good man, you deserve it. Well, W chat, because when I jump on the stream, I try and be positive and I try and be friendly and trying to be supportive. But you guys do the same for me. Like I've told you, if you've been here for a couple of streams now, the last few days I've been feeling down in the dumps. Today I've been feeling a bit better, and it legitimately jumping on stream it helps because in that moment I try and be positive, and the chat is positive back to me, and that's just so nice to have people say like supportive, kind, lovely things. So big up to you all. If you're here, if you're being real, if you're getting chatty in the chat, then shout out to you. Dobby Snuffy says, I've subscribed to your channel, W Dobby. Thank you so much, Dobby. I really appreciate that. And big up to yourself. I think, is this like the second stream you've been on, Dobby? I feel like you're here yesterday. But either way, really appreciate being here. Thank you for subscribing. And I look forward to hanging out with you in the chat. What else have we got? Ronan77 says, hey, what's up, Ronan? How are you doing? If I'm not making... Now, are you... No, this is a different Ronan. What's up to you, Ronan? We had another Ronan in the chat, and I think it's not yourself. So, how are you doing, mate? How is that going? Ugh. How are you doing, mate? Let's leave it at that. I'm babbling. Pratt says, ready for round 2? I'll catch up with the comments. So if you're watching for the first time, guys, I can only apologise because my internet is lagging and it's really annoying. If there's one thing you don't want when you stream it, it's laggy internet. So I can only apologise. So I'm catching up with the comments. And Penguin7575 says, yo, tuning in from New York. That is super cool, guys. Like I've said to you a million times before, one of my favourite parts about streaming is connecting with people from all over the world in real time. Like, I'm here, my name's Edward, I'm here in the North right now. We've got Penguin in the chat who's tuning in from New York, literally thousands of miles away across the ocean. And that's what's up. That's super cool. We have people watching from all over the world. Australia, America, Canada, like Europe, all over Europe, the Middle East. It's super dope to be here with you guys. And if you're here, I appreciate you being here, spending your time with me. And if you want, hit subscribe because we're streaming at the moment 5 days a week, and I would love to hang out with you again on stream. And Skylar is saying, I live in Canada. That's what I'm talking about. Just like that. So I think you're the second viewer who regularly, well, I don't know if you're going to regularly watch, but we've got someone else who watches from Canada called Jazz. Maybe Jazz will be here in a bit. She's pretty consistent. And what Jazz does, she's a driver, or she's often driving. So she said she'll put in the chat, she'll be like, yo, I'm listening to your stream. I can't watch or comment because I'm driving, but I've got you on in the background. And like I said, to Jill, like the idea that somewhere thousands of miles away from myself, there's someone in Canada driving the car around with my voice coming out of the phone. Like, I find that kind of funny. Abhay says, I'm from Morio? Morio. Is that a real place? Is that, chat, am I tripping? Is that a real place, Morio? I feel like I'm being trolled. But then again, there's a lot of places I don't know, so let's find out in the chat. Rahul says, are you Chinese? No, I can see why you thought that, but no, I'm not Chinese. Penguin7575, who's watching from New York, says, are you British or an Aussie? You know, that's crazy. It's crazy that, like, people can't tell that I'm British and I'm English specifically. So that's the answer to the question, Penguin. I am definitely British. I've never been to Australia. And that's interesting that I presume you're American. If you're watching from New York, I'm assuming you might be American. But that's really interesting to think that an American, here's a British person, an English person, and they can't distinguish whether it's, an Aussie or a British guy. But no, hey, it's just interesting to hear. What else have we got in the chat? Oh, and Ronan, that's so nice. Ronan77 says, just so you know, I watch every stream from start to end. I just don't really comment. Wow, W Ronan, that is so nice to read. Honestly, it means a lot. Like, it legitimately, I've said this 3 times on the stream, but it legitimately means a lot to me as a tiny little streamer, tiny little content guy, tiny little Mr. 300 subs, pipsqueak on YouTube. To have people say things in the chat like, yo, I enjoy watching your stream, or like, I'm vibing with you, I'm just not chatting, like, or what you're doing, like, that means so much. So thank you, Ronan, for being here. Thank you for hanging out. And thank you for the time to hop in the chat and say what's up. I really appreciate it. And as always, if you're out there, if you're watching, there's never any pressure to watch a stream. Like, some people will comment like, yo, Edward, I missed the stream, so like, I can't make tonight's stream. And I always say the same thing, which is there's never, ever any pressure to watch. I wouldn't want someone to feel like, oh no, I need to watch the stream. I would legitimately, and I kid you not, I'm not gassing when I say this, I would rather someone watch my stream once a month, really enjoyed the couple of hours or the hour, however long they watch for, they really enjoyed it, than feel like they have to check in on a regular basis. So what I'm trying to say is I appreciate all of the regulars, all of the mods, but there's no pressure, and I always love seeing you when you are here. So W to you guys. Let me catch up with the chat because I feel like I'm behind. Six Eyes 777 says, just so you know, you're lagging. Gutted. That is not exciting to hear because like I've said to the chat before, if there's one thing you don't want, I mean, it's a lag, and my internet is laggy. So that is frustrating to a guy. Bremon772 says, is it a hat or is it a plant? Who knows? I think the only way for you to find out whether it's a hat or is it a plant is for you to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and do all sorts of hit buttons, but we'll find out soon. What do you reckon, chat? Is it a plant or is it a hat? Huntsman says, I'm crashing out. Huntsman, please don't crash out. And please don't delete too many messages. Oh, it's Stinky Farter. Huntsman, don't crash out, but... Yeah, Huntsman, don't... Yeah. Huntsman, chill. Stinky Farter says, full of shit. Oh, I was about to... Stinky Farter's on a mad one. Huntsman, actually... Oh, God, the chat is wild in chat. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but it's going crazy. Let me see what's going on here. I need to catch up with this. Nero says, how old are you? What do you reckon, Nero? To be fair, I'm trying to keep up with the moisturisers. I'm trying to stay young here, chat. I'm trying to stay young. Saxo Energy says, natural sugars spike your sugars as well. That's a fair point, Saxo Energy, but at the end of the day, you tell me. And chat, you tell me, if there's any nutritionists out there watching the stream, you tell me which is better for blood sugar levels, consistent blood sugar levels, refined sugar, or fruit sugars. Let me know. Whoa, okay, the chat's going a bit crazy, and I'm hoping we can get the vibes going in here again strong, because the chat's going crazy. Now, a question for you, to answer this one already. Pratt is one of our people in the chat, and he often leaves very interesting, thought-provoking questions. But this one is a bit of more of an easy one to answer, and Pratt says, are fries better with mayo or with ketchup? Now, I'm going to give my answer straight away. It's ketchup. I'm not even going to try and string out the answer, build suspense. My answer is simple. Fries, mayo, or ketchup, for me, is ketchup. And yeah, what more can I say? I don't need to elaborate on that one. Stephen says, this simulation, it could be. It's very possible. Okay, guys, I'm like 10 minutes behind on the stream. I appreciate you keeping it so active in the chat, and do not stop the chatting. I will catch up to your comments. Stephen, replying to my comment about the dates about like 10 minutes ago, said, yeah, I'll get dates. And 10 Eastern 10, if you're still here, 10 Eastern 10, I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you so much. I think it's the first time I've seen you here, actually. So W to you, 10 Eastern. And Tortinator says you have a very calming voice. Well, Tortinator, if you're still here, if you're still watching, I appreciate that. I really do. That's kind of you to say. And I don't think I've seen you here before, Tortinator. So hello to you. Thanks for joining the stream. It's nice to have you here with us. And by the way, guys, if you are watching for the first time, just to give you a little bit of context, my name's Edward. I'm streaming from England. And we actually have people watching from all over the world right now. So if you're here, this is only my sixth week of streaming, but it's already been a lot of fun. We've got some regulars in the chat, we've got some OGs in the chat, and we've got some great mods doing great mod stuff as well. So big up to all the mods and the regular viewers. Benjamin Bennett says, I eat mop. Not sure what that means, Benjamin Bennett, but what's up to you? FaZe just 2-word capitals says, shut up. Well, FaZe, if you're talking to me, hopefully you don't want me to shut up, because the stream might be a little bit different if I say nothing at all, so talking to me. Okay, what else have we got in the chat? Hopefully, I'm behind on what's going on, because it seems like the chat's going a bit crazy. People getting banned, people arguing. So guys, if you're still listening, if you're hanging out with me, one thing I would say is that what's happened in the chat, no matter what kind of disagreements we've got going on, I would love it if we can all keep the vibes positive. So Huntsman, I know you're doing a great job on moderation, so please, I don't want you to worry or feel stressed out. And guys, if you're chilling in the chat, let's keep it chill. I'm sure you all have stressful, hectic lives, and when we're on stream together, I want to keep the vibe strong, put things on. And actually, chat, it's just been me, DJ Edward, so far. So if you've got any song requests, put them in the chat, because we take song requests. So guys, let's take all a minute. Let's try and be chill. Let's hang this vibe. Let's keep the vibe going strong in here, because it's been a great stream already. Ronan is also in New York. Thank you for sharing, Ronan. Love to hear that. Like before, I say it about 10 times every stream. I love hearing where people are from. It's super fun to know that Ronan is thousands of miles away from myself, watching New York. And I've no idea what time it is in New York. It's either like 2 or 4 in the morning or like 2 or 4 in the afternoon. Am I totally wrong with that, Ronan? Like, I'm gonna have to Google that in a second. Oh, Stephen said I need to dog up. Well, Stephen, if you're still watching here for the time being and you haven't dropped off yet, do not worry. Give your dog a walk. It was really nice to chat to you, and yeah, thanks for joining, Stephen. You always bring some really nice friend vibes, so appreciate you joining. What else have we got in here? No way. If you're still watching, Tortinator says, guess where I'm from? It's in Southern Africa. Oh, Tortinator, that is a cool question. And I really hope you are watching from Southern Africa because that's so fun to know that someone is watching from Africa. W Tortinator. Tortinator, if you're talking for real, if you're not pulling my if you're not yanking my chain, if you're not pulling my leg, and you are really in Southern Africa right now, W Tortinator, because I love the idea that someone's in Africa on a different continent watching me right now. That's super cool. I'm not in a vain way, guys. I'm not being like, oh my god, somebody's watching me from Africa. I more mean it's just like, it's cool to think that we're all connected, thousands of miles between us, but here we are chilling. And in answer to your question, guess where I'm from? It's in Southern Africa. Pooh. South Africa? Is that too obvious an answer? Zimbabwe? I'm trying to think of other countries in Southern Africa. All I can think of is like South Africa, Zimbabwe, and then like East Africa, like Ethiopia and Eritrea. Like I can't think of many countries. Kenya, right? Kenya's in Southern Africa, sort of central Southern Africa. God, I need to go back to school and do something for you guys. What else have we got in here? Let me catch up with the comments. Harper Rose the Diva says, hello, what's up, Harper Rose the Diva? Now, the second Diva we've had in the chat, there's also Eva the Diva, who's currently on another username, but she does generally go by Eva the Diva. So what's up to you, Harper Rose? How are you? All right, let me catch up. Lucas Boyd says, hi, Edward. What's up to you? Lucas Boyd, how are you doing? And he asks, are you a singer? I like singing, but I'm not a singer in the sense of like being a professional singer or anything like that. I do enjoy singing though. 1,000 subs, we'll do a singing stream. No, I'm not promising that, to be fair, guys, because we've been doing really well in like getting subs and stuff. So 500 subs to do the house tour. I promise you guys, we're going to do a little tour of my humble little house. And 1,000 subs, who knows if I get to that point. But to be honest with you, I actually still owe the chat a 200 subs Roblox special. We've still not done that. I've not forgotten. I know you've not forgotten that. If you're a regular watcher, I know you've not forgotten the Roblox stream that was meant to happen at 200 subs, but it is coming. I'm a man of my word, and it will come, chat. That I promise you. But when, I actually don't know. Let me catch up with the comments real quick. Faith Davies is here and says, hi, I love you. Well, Faith, I love the love. Thank you so much for being here. It's nice to see you in the chat, and thank you for bringing the positive energy. It seems like everybody's still having a little bit of a fallout in the comments. I really hope we can clear this all up, guys, because we've been streaming about 6 weeks now, and it's always been immaculate vibes in here. So I'm crossing my fingers that we can all be friends and bring the chat back to its full force energy potential. Right, speaking of the chat, let me get back to it. And that's the energy I'm talking about. Stephen Donnelly says, Ronan, you're welcome here. That is exactly what I'm on about. Thank you so much to everybody that welcomes people to the room. Huntsman does a great job of that. Jacob does a great job of that when he's on. And it's really nice because it means that when people join the stream, they feel welcome. They feel like it's somewhere they can hang out. And when they feel like it's somewhere they can hang out, we can all vibe. And if you're watching right now, I'd love it if you hit the like button. That'd be super helpful. If I may be so bold to suggest, hit the subscribe button because we're streaming 5 days a week and you'll probably get a notification when we go live. And just for the record, that's 8 p.m. UK time. So tomorrow is Thursday, so I'll be streaming tomorrow. We do Sunday to Thursday at the moment. 5 days, which I'm kind of low-key pleased with myself for doing that. Not to pick myself up, but to do 5 days of work and 5 days of streaming on an evening, I'm enjoying it, guys. But you help make it feel like not work or not this is work. I'm not saying it's work. I'm just chilling. Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh my god, I'm grinding so hard for you guys. But what I just mean is, it's like jumping on stream, like reading the comments, vibing with you guys, hanging out. Like, it helps me feel really motivated when people join the fun. So big up to you all. Big up to you all. Highest Ace is in the chat. Says, hi man, what's up to you, Highest Ace? I don't think I've seen you here on stream before. So how are you doing? And he or she's saying, what's good? Chilling right now, Highest Ace. We're all hanging out, we're vibing. It's been a good stream so far. There's been a few fallouts in the chat, which is not like this chat, but I'm really hoping that everyone's playing nice and we can all be friends. But in general, Highest Ace, chilling. I'm on my sofa. I've got the Monstera plant in the background. It's been a good stream. We've been a lot of high energy. And it's so nice to see some new faces as well as the regulars. We've got some new faces in the chat. Speaking of which, Raudasani says, "Hi, what's up to you, Raudasani? I don't think I've seen you before. How are you doing? If you are new here for the first time, like I always tell the chat, my name's Edward. I'm here streaming from England, and I love hearing about where people are from. So if you're out there in somewhere in the big wide world, I would love to know where you're at. You don't have to tell me like exactly. I don't want your address, but I just mean like, if you're in India right now and you feel like sharing that, I'd love to hear where people watch from. We have people watch from like India, America, Canada, all over Europe. Play people in Africa, and it's a lot of fun. Jay is back in the chat. What's up, Jay? Good to see you again. And Jay says, "Yo, how are you doing, Jay? What's going on with you?" Jeb Debashida says, "Dude, the census starts from today. What's your opinion?" Opinion about what? Give me some more specific. Give me some more prompts there. And Jay says, "I'm here." What's up? It's good to see you. And Stephen says 17 likes. I'm one of them. Thank you so much, Stephen. I really appreciate that. Anybody that takes the time to either jump in the chat with me or even just quietly hit the like button, it means a lot because it means YouTube shows the stream to people. And when we get more people in the room, the vibe goes crazy in the chat. Everyone starts making friends, people hanging out. And that's actually why now when we stream, thank you to whoever hit the like button. 20 likes to see that's awesome. It just means that when we stream, it shows the stream to more people. And like I said, it's crazy in the chat in here. And there's 90 people watching. If you're watching for the first time and you've never jumped in the chat before and you're thinking, is it worth jumping in the chat? Let me make this. Jump in the chat and see the welcome you get because I guarantee at least one person will welcome you. So W to everybody in the chat right now. Raudasani says, "What is your favourite song, please?" Well, you know what? I've been asked this question before, and the answer is if I had to pick just one piece of music, one single piece of music, it would probably be Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to that in full, like literally sat there for the full thing, not just heard a bit of it on an advert, but as you listen to the full thing, it is an entrancing piece of music. So yeah, if I could only listen to one song, it would be that one. Okay. Stephen says vegan mayo. Is that your question? Is that your one, Stephen? So Stephen asked for Pratt asked before the question. Not the ultimate question, but Pratt asked the question with fries, ketchup, or mayo. I went with ketchup because I just think that's like a no-brainer for myself. Stephen Donnelly is saying vegan mayo. W vegan mayo, I would say for real, but yeah, I'm still a ketchup guy. And Stephen says I hate ketchup. Stephen, I mean, I'm not going to hate on you for that. We've all got different tastes, but oh man, I love tomato sauce. What else have we got up in the chat? Oh, Rowdani's asked the questions a lot of times, but I've answered it, so it's all good. Peter Investigate says, "Hi, what's up to you, Peter? How are you doing? Don't think I've seen you here before. How are you?" And likewise, Emma Wing 7 says, "Hi, what's up to you, Emma Wing? I don't think I've seen you here before, and it's lovely to have you in the stream, in the chat with us. Thanks for saying hi." And Raudasani says, "I will wait here till you answer." Well, I think I answered because I'm behind with the comments. You guys are doing an awesome job of keeping that absolutely lit. So by the time I get to your questions, sometimes it's like 5 minutes ago, more since you left the comment. So if you're listening to me now and you're thinking, "Edward, I asked this question about 10 minutes ago, mate. I apologise. I'm doing my best to get through them all." What else have we got? There was another question that I just missed. Peter Investigate says, "Which part of England?" I am in the north of England, Peter. Land of the free. I'm like, yeah, north of England. I guess my biggest city would be Manchester. Stephen says, "I'm going to dog walk. Have a great day." Well, Stephen probably left that comment so long ago. He's probably been for a walk, put the dog to sleep, and gone to bed himself. But Stephen, thanks so much for joining, man. Hope you have a good walk with the dog. I'll see you on another stream. Thanks for positive energy as always. Raudasani says, "I'm in South Africa." That's what's up. How are you doing? Like I always tell the chat, I love hearing where people are from. It makes it super fun for me as a tiny little streamer to see where people are watching from, and it's so satisfying. I'm reaching, I'm connecting with people literally all over the world. I think Pratt, if he's still here, watches from India. We've got Peter Investigates from England, like myself. Actually, I don't know where Peter's from. I'm speculating. But Rowdy Sana is from South Africa. So we've got Europe. We've got Africa. We've got Asia, represented by Pratt. We've got the whole in effect. And actually, I'm expecting Jazz to potentially show up as well. She watched from Canada, and we had Skylar watch from Canada as well. So that's super cool. Nanan 222 says Palestine and Israel. Well, to be honest with you, we try to keep politics to an absolute minimum on the stream. What I would say is that I don't agree with any country being attacked or people being victimized or anything like that. I'm against war. I'm against oppression. I'm against suffering. So I don't want to get dragged into politics. But I feel for any people that's been victimized, and I condemn any aggressor that's victimizing other people. So hopefully you can see why I don't go too deep into the politics. But that's my answer to that question. What else have we got? With the Boy X is back on the stream and says, I visited my sister in mental health hospital. Well, with the Boy X, I remember you mentioning that, I think it was yesterday, that you were going to visit her. And I hope well, honestly, like I said to you yesterday, I'm sure you've been there. It will be a comfort and a presence to her. So good on you for being there. And Pratt says, yeah, everybody, let's keep it chill. I'm really behind on the comments, but I feel like everybody's been getting kind of stressed out. Peter Investigates says 5 hours behind England. Oh, cool. Peter Investigates, would you mind sharing which part of the world you're watching from? Like I say, I don't guess, but if you're watching from like somewhere in Europe, Asia, Africa, I'd love to hear. Oh, hang on a minute, Peter, you're not from NYC as well, are you? I'm losing track. There's so many people from New York up in this chat. Short Stories for You says, hi, what's up to you, Short Stories? If you're still watching, I hope you are, but I'm catching up with the chat, and I'm about 5 minutes behind right now, maybe more. So, Short Stories, if you're still watching, hello to you, and thanks for joining the stream. Question, is that the use? No, that's the, yeah, so question mark. Is that an Arabic name, like flipped backwards? I think it's right. I think that's really interesting. So, I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing right now, chat, but there's someone with their profile picture, and then I can see the English, and then the name appears to be on the right, and I'm pretty sure in Arabic, do they read right to left as well, or is that just Japanese? Forgive my ignorance, but their question is, are you gay? No, I am not gay, but thank you for the question. And if you are gay watching this stream right now, then you're welcome here. Whether you're bi, gay, lesbian, whatever, transgender, it doesn't matter. If you're a nice person and you need to hang out and have a chill vibe with myself, you're very welcome in the chat. And that applies to all people of all backgrounds, of all ethnic origins. It doesn't matter where you're from or where you're at. If you're cool and you're being chill, welcome on the stream. And Nananan says, wait, no politics, why not? The reason being, Nananan, for no politics is because I want this to be a place where, irrespective of where you're from, where you're at, what you believe, you can join and just really engage with the good energy. That doesn't mean you have to change your beliefs. But like I've said before, for example, if there's someone in the chat from one country and they live next to a country which is not on good relations with that country, and somebody from that country joins the chat, I wouldn't want them to feel like defined or limited by the situation that surrounds them, and instead they can just come together and just hang out and vibe. So the honest answer is Nananan, is that I feel like politics, I could speak about politics, but I don't want to. I want this space where it's like, as I say, built on positivity, hanging out, finding commonalities between us rather than focusing on like discussion points to debate, because I feel like sometimes actually having those commonalities between us is a really powerful way just to come together and learn more maybe about other people's point of view. So that's what I'm saying. Ronan77 says it's 3:45. Thank you, Ronan, and it just shows how far behind the chat I am, because I literally said that about the time difference and what time is in New York, about 5-10 minutes ago. So thank you for bearing with me, Ronan. I appreciate it. And that means it's now. Oh God, that means it's I can't be 30 minutes behind the chat. Surely not. If I'm 30 minutes behind the chat, that is why. And if I am, I apologise. I'm trying to do my best. But yeah, thanks for the info, right? And thanks for the info, Ronan. I appreciate that. Peter Investigator says, where are you, Edward? I think I've answered that one. North of England. Sunny north of England. What else is in here? Peter Investigator says, what part of England? We've done that one. Enigma says, by other men. I don't know what that means. I really don't know what it means. There's more context required. What else have we got in here? Let me catch up. Neon Star's back in the chat and says, hi, what's up, Neon Star? What's up? Beyond Bio Nerd Cool says, bro, why is SO Science as a major? Does that mean why is social science a major? I don't know. Give me some more context on that one. Yasmin Hassan says, do you have a Cockney accent? No, Yasmin Hassan. I do not have a Cockney accent, and if anything, my accent is quite a long way away from what a Cockney accent is. Maybe a trolling, but based on the fact that your name is Yasmin Hassan, I'm guessing you may be of Middle Eastern heritage, so perhaps you are from the Middle East, and therefore have never been to England, and I'm not sure what a Cockney accent is. Who knows, you could be All I know, you could be Yasmin Hassan from Peckham, so I could be totally wrong. But, and you're trolling me, but a Cockney, I know, a Cockney accent is totally different. It's like, hello, mate, you all right? It's like a Cockney proper London type of guy. Like, I can do a few accents, but Cockney ones are kind of tricky to me. That far away, I am from London, guys. So if you're Cockney and you just heard me do that accent and feel offended, or you're from London and you hear disgusted by my attempt at a Cockney accent, I can only apologise. I'm doing my best. Tutu Shrank says, I have night. No idea what that means, but hello to you, Tutu. Neon Star says, could I be mod now? Hehe. Star, yes, you can. Thank you for being positive. We're going to have to rejig the mods recently because so many people have been asking to be mods. So it's going to get to the point where we'll have like 20 people in the stream and like 15 people be mods. So yeah. What else have we done? Peter says, are you in London? No, not in London. I'm in the north of England. Let me catch up with the comments, guys. GTA 6 says, tell me why my internet is lagging. GTA 6, tell me why my internet is lagging because I'm struggling with the internet and I've got fibre optic and it's doing my head in. Peter Investigator says, Edward, where are you? What town? My nearest big city would be Manchester. What else have we got in here? Neon Star again says, Edward, can I be mod now? Okay, well, Neon Star, you probably asked the question 15 minutes ago and you've probably asked it 3 more times because it took so long to reply, but you should hopefully be a mod. George's back in the chat. If your name is George, it's either George or like you've just misspelled George, but I want to not assume that you spelled it wrong and that your name is George. So anyway, George7, hello to you. ABC14 says, have you watched the Indian movie Durandar? No, I've not. But I feel like the word Durandar is familiar. I hope it's not a swear word. I hope that's not like a swear word in Hindi. Like, because I would be totally victim if there was an Indian person right now being like, oh, have you heard of this film? And it's me saying like rude things about my mum. I'd have no idea. So I pray that ABC1234 is not with that comment. What else have we got in here? What's Timmy Tough Knuckles the first? Yeah. Thank you for muting the swearing, guys. We don't want too much swearing in here. That Aussie mountain biker is here. Says, hi Edward, what's up, Aussie mountain biker? Good to have you on the stream with us. Like I was just saying before, as always, I'm about 5 minutes behind with the comments. So if you left that comment about 10 hours ago, I apologise. I'm doing my best. Do my best to get through to you. But yeah, how are you doing, Aussie mountain biker? How's your day? I feel like it's morning for you in Australia, right? What's the day looking like? Gus Fring 451 says, yo, you. I think it's meant to say yo, but Gus Fring just says, you. What do you do? Do you mean for a job, Gus Fring, or what do you mean on the stream? Let me know. Withered Boy says, Edward, Withered Boy, I'm late to reply to your comments, so no worries at all. What else have we got in here? Yeah, I made Neon Star mod about 5 minutes ago, but I'm so behind in the comments. He or she's asked like 5 more times. But you are now a mod, Neon Star. What else is in here? Hell yeah! Only Jerome for real says I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. That is super cool, guys, to hear that. Super fun for me to hear where people are from. Big up to you, Jerome. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm Edward. I'm from England, and that's where I'm streaming from right now. And at the moment, guys, we're streaming 5 days a week. So if you haven't hit subscribe already, do me a big favor, hit the subscribe button, and you'll jump on the stream next time. And TwoBelly68 says hi from Bristol. What's up to you, 268? Tuning in from Brizzy. Love Bristol. Good city. Quite expensive. Don't know if I could afford to live there, but cool place to live. Aussie Mountain Biker says, Edward, you're lagging a lot. What's new, Aussie Mountain Biker? Story of my life. Story of my pitiful streaming career, if you can call it that. If you can call streaming for 6 weeks with laggy internet a career. Yeah, I can only apologise, guys. Like, I had fibre optic put in like 6 weeks ago. 6 weeks ago, I'm cracking up, guys. 6 months ago, we had fibre optic broadband put in, and it's not really worked. It's not really helping, and people keep telling me that the stream is laggy, so I can only apologise, and I appreciate you bearing with me. Me Creator says, hi, what's up, Me Creator? Love the energy. Good to see you in the chat, and I don't think I've seen you here before. So how are you doing? Thanks for joining. And Rudy says, I have a question. And Rudy, if you're still here, ask your question. What else is here? Hamad Ghazi says, do you consider that you are a successful person? Great question, Hamad. Thank you for joining the stream. I don't think I've seen you here before. In answer to your question, the honest answer is no. I am not a successful person. That's the short answer, guys. I could elaborate on that, but no, I'm not a successful person. I'm someone who's trying, who's doing what I can to give it my best shot, and that's all you can do in the short term. Success, if success comes your way, success will come over time, and you just got to keep moving forward. And to be honest with you, it's really easy in life to feel straight up depressed because you don't feel like you're where you want to be in your life. And there's loads of people, even like people who are objectively successful, who felt that, imagine like say rich entrepreneurs or business people who create companies, they do great things, they have lots of money, but they don't feel comfortable within themselves because they don't feel successful. They feel like they haven't achieved enough. So I'm kind of going off at a tangent in answer to your question, Hamad, but I don't consider myself to be a successful person, but it's a process, and as long as you're trying, that's the main thing. What else have we got in here? Neon Star's asked so many times, Edward, can I be a mod? You've been a mod. Neon Star, like, you should be a mod now. I'm praying that when I get to the bottom of the chat, you're here and you're a mod because I clicked add as a moderator. Leog is trying to get me to say something, which I'm not going to say. Chill Flow is back in the chat and says, hi, Jesus. Hello. Chill Pause Flow. I nearly said something rude then. I nearly said something rude to reply in a rude way. But I didn't because, I'm not Jesus. I know I'm not Jesus. But in any case, Chill Flow, hello. Thanks for joining the stream again. What else have we got in here? 10 Eastern 10 says just subbed. 10 Eastern 10 if you're still watching. Thank you so much. W to you. I really, really appreciate that. Anybody that takes the time to subscribe, like the stream, it's all so appreciated. And even if you're just hanging out here in the chat with me, I appreciate that as well because it makes it fun. If it was just little old me here on the stream, like it was in the early days when I first started streaming, and it was like one person, like a couple of people watching. Like I was really lucky because like a few people jumped on stream and they enjoyed vibing with me. And then over the next few streams, a few more people did. And now we've got like a nice little regular crew of OGs in the chat who tune in and watch with us. But what I'm saying is to you, I remember when it was like minimal people here, and now you guys are joining me and hanging out. It means a lot, and I really appreciate everybody who subscribes, who likes, and who vibes along with myself for the journey. So let's flipping go. Stephen YT Farm says, hello, what's up to you, Stephen? And Stephen, in fact, says, can you give me a shout out, please? Well, Stephen, thank you so much for requesting the shout out in such a polite way. Thank you for joining the stream as well. And Stephen, this is a shout out just for you. I hope you're having a good time with this. You are. Consider sticking around. Maybe hit the subscribe button if you want to jump on another stream with us. But either way, Stephen, thanks for joining the chat. It's been nice to see you here. What else have we got? The Mr. Cheese Army says, hi! What's up, the Mr. Cheese Army? How are you doing? Love this strong energy, strong introduction, way to make an entrance. For real, I love it when sometimes people join the stream for the first time, they jump in the chat, and it's like a weird comment, they leave like a weird remark. But 80% of people, I would say, leave a really friendly, hi comment, and I love that. That's a super great way to make an entrance. So, big up to you, Mr. Cheese Army. Thanks for joining the stream. What else is in this chat? Let me catch up really quick. And by the way, W to everybody who's getting so busy in the chat because it makes it so much more entertaining for me to be like scrolling down, reading comments, answering questions. So thank you. He's getting busy, bringing the vibe, popping the chat off. You're making this stream a good one. So big up to yourselves. And Skylar on the Louise August account says, I am back. What's up, Skylar? How are you doing? And with the Boy X says, these streams are actually getting better. Well, that is what I like to hear. That is music to my little ears because, like I say, guys, when I first started streaming 6 or so weeks ago, it feels like an uphill struggle. And even tonight, right, I'm going to keep it real with you. We've got like a cool 8 people on the stream right now. Boys, like the first 10 minutes, it felt like it was going to be a quiet stream. And Huntsman, who's in the chat, was like, yo, why is everyone the chat's quiet? And I'm not going to lie, guys, it was a bit daunting because normally the chat's going crazy and popping off. And for the last like 60 minutes, it's been going crazy, which is awesome. But sometimes when it ever gets quiet, it's like hard, it's hard to keep the energy. So I appreciate that everybody who jumps in the chat, brings the vibes, introduces themselves, say what's up. It means a lot. So thank you to everybody who's out there. And thank you to you, boy, because that was the original comment. And you said these streams are actually getting better. And like I say, that's not me, it's us doing it. It takes 2 to tango. And if it was just me talking, it'd be a very, very boring stream and nobody would be having fun. But when you guys are here and you're vibing along with me, we can get a good little vibe going. Jeffrey Turtleman says, you sound feminine. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I do, Jeffrey Turtleman. That's just how I sound. What else is up in this chat for the evening? Sounds like Pratt is. I can't see where Pratt has left his comment about feeling unwell. It might have been about his throat surgery. But in any case, Pratt, I hope you're feeling all right. Gosh, I'm so slow in the comments. I asked Aussie Mountain Bike a question about the time in Australia literally about 10 minutes ago, and I'm just getting to his comment. So, Aussie Mountain Bike, if you're still chilling with me, thank you for your patience, and I hope you have a good day. If you've hopped off to start the rest of your day, well, you might not hear this if you've hopped off, but if you're still here and you've got a day ahead of you, hope you have a good day in the land down under. What else is here? Can't find shoes, says it's grim up north. In some parts of the north, it is gritty. I can't even lie to you about that. But I'd rather be up north than down south. And that's no disrespect to the southerners in the chat, because there's lots of beautiful places down south in England. I'm a northern fellow, and the north is where I'm at. And if you are watching this time, maybe you are. My name's Edward. I'm streaming from the north of England. We've got people watching from all over the world. And the whole point of this stream is literally just a hangout vibe. We all have stressful, busy lives with stuff going on it. Like, people get ill, people, you know what I'm saying? We have problems in our lives. And my hope is that when we stream together, we can all just hang out and chill. Just get a good little vibe going, which makes me especially confident in when I see the chat popping up. So if you're in the chat going crazy, saying hello, or just answering comments, questions, whatever it might be, big up to yourselves. Juicy Content says, get God. Thank you for the suggestion. Aussie Mountain Biker says, I have to go, Edward. Bye, Huntsman. Bye, Neil. Bye, Edward. Mountain Biker, if you're still here, you're probably not, but if you are, thanks so much for joining, man. It was nice to have you here, and have a good rest of your day. What else is here? Hunter says, Edward, sorry about that. That stinky fart was evading timeout and blaming me for apparently insulting him, even though I know he did, and he's come back on all 9 alt accounts and kept arguing, so I hid them all. Hope that's fine. Well, Huntsman, as always, I trust you. You do a great job on moderation, and you know, just as I say, I just want you to kind of not take on too much stress, mate. So you do what you think is, and if there's someone trolling you or being mean, of course we want to get rid of that person. Oh, and Rank God Ellie, if you're still watching, you're probably not, because you left your comment about 15 minutes ago, and I'm just getting to it now. But you say love from Zimbabwe. Rank God Ellie, if you ever see this, thank you so much for sharing that with me. I find it super fun, super cool to know that people are watching from all over the world. And yeah, if you're still watching Zimbabwe, hello to you, and it was great to have you on the stream with us. Matthias Signorini says hi. Matthias, if you're still watching, hello to you. Thanks for joining. And you ask, I love your plant back there. What is it? Well, this is a Monstera plant. Matthias, if you're still watching, this is a Monstera plant, or is it sometimes called a cheese plant? And the reason for that, I'm sure you can guess why. Because of these holes that look like a bit like the holes in cheese. So, Matthias, thank you for the question. A lot of people ask me about it. It's actually about 8 years old at this point, so I've done well to not finish it off. But in any case, thanks for the question. Will Dan says, hi, lad. Thank you, Will Dan. If that's meant sincerely, then I appreciate you. W. Will Dan. What else is in here? Will Dan says, what's wrong with your microphone, bro? Oh, man, I wish I knew, guys, because this is killing me. This is literally doing me in. I'm out here. I'm trying to stream. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm trying to spread some energy. People keep telling me that's lagging. The stream's lagging. The voice is lagging. Actually, this is the second stream of the night we've done. First one, we had to end after 1 minute because I jumped on, like 3 or 4 people jumped in the chat straight away, and they were like, we can't hear you, we can't hear you. And it's the same thing every time. I don't know what it is. It's a glitch with YouTube. I start the stream, my microphone is on, and people are like, we can't hear you. And even now, they probably can't hear me, so we're doing what we can. What else have we got in here? With the boy access, it's 10 days. It's until my birthday. Nice with the boy, growing up fast. Good to hear. Ahmad Shahid says, hey brother, what's up, Ahmad? Thanks for joining the chat. If you're still watching, because again, you probably left your comment 10 minutes ago. I'm getting through the comments. What's up to you, Ahmad? Don't think I've seen you here before, so it's always nice to see new faces. What else have we got? Che Jameen 123 says, I had 18 eggs. I used one, then gave away one half of the remainder, then ate 3. How many eggs remain? What's the answer to that riddle, or to that problem, to that puzzle? Let me know. Pratt says, Edward, I gotta go. Again, praying for your success and God bless you. Huntsman, take care, mate. Absolutely carry with your powers. And you'll see you soon. I hope I recover soon. Bye. Well, Pratt, if you see this, if you're still watching, wishing you all the best. Thank you so much, as always, for the kind words and the good vibes. It means a lot. And I hope you feel better soon. And we look forward to having you on a chat again on a stream again in the chat when you're rested and feeling your full self. So, Pratt, have a good rest of your day or night, and we'll see you soon, mate. Oh, awesome. Jubaya says, I'm watching you from Bangladesh. That is awesome. I love that. I am thousands of miles away from Bangladesh, and yet, yeah, you're watching me, and that is super cool. So, hello to you if you're still watching, because again, you probably left your comment a long time ago. But in any case, what's up to you? Jubaya for jumping in the chat. Thanks so much for sharing that. I love to know that people watch from all over. It makes it super fun. It makes it more interactive. I love hearing it. And if you feel like sharing, you're always welcome to put it in the chat. Ahmad Shahid, appreciate your energy, but speak slow. Ahmad, I will do my best. I speak quickly, so I apologise for speaking too quickly sometimes. I get excited. I speak quickly. So, Ahmad, I will try and keep it at more chill tempo. But if I start speeding up, you know what to do. Mohammed's Diary is back in the chat and says, hi, what's up, Mohammed's Diary? How are you doing? That was a cross between how do you do and how you doing. What's up to you, Mohammed's Diary? Nice to see you in the chat again. I feel like I'm getting closer to catching up on these comments, guys. I feel like I'm getting closer. Jamie McKenzie says, hi, what's up to you, Jamie McKenzie? Again, if you're still watching, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I'm behind on the comments. But Jamie, if you're still watching, how are you doing? Nice to see you in the chat. And Giannis says, hi from Greece. That is such a Greek name. What's up to you, Giannis? And I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. It's a name I'm familiar with because I used to know someone on Twitter who had the same first name as you, and I know it's a very common Greek name. So thank you for sharing that, Janice. It's really cool to hear. Like, as I say, the fact we get people watching from all over the planet is so fun to me. So thank you for sharing that, Janice. Janice, I'm second guessing myself, but you know who you are, and I appreciate you joining. And thanks for sharing. Huntsman says, yo, Edward, sorry again, man. I've been stressed, and it didn't take much for that stinky fat guy to break me because I'm stuck in drama already, and having more of it is really, really stressful. Huntsman, I get that. Do not worry. And like I keep saying to you, mate, all I want is for you to not feel overwhelmed, not feel stressed. So moderator Huntsman, the astronomer, or astronomer Huntsman, the moderator, if you need to take a 5-minute break, like I say, mate, do it. Go get a cup of tea, glass of water, stick your head out the back door and get some fresh air. There's no problem, man. Just you keep it nice. Because if Huntsman's chill, that's going to help keep the chat chill. So, yeah. And you say, so if I chat less, I'm just calming down. So 100%, mate. You calm down, you chill, take 5, take 10, do whatever you've got to do. And thank you, Nia, as well, for saying hi to the people jumping into the chat. I really appreciate that. It's really nice when we all welcome one another. So, big up to you all. Gianna says, hey, are you British? Can you say bottle of water? You know what? People ask me all the time. And I always think it's Americans that want to hear British people, English people say bottle of water. But I'll give you what you want. Bottle of water. What else have we got in here? Let me catch up. Hey, Blake Rook says, hello from Wales. What's up, Blake? Love to hear. You know what, Blake? If you're still watching, you are the first person who's commented ever in the chat to say that they're from Wales. We've had people from Scotland, people from Ireland, Northern Ireland, all around the world, but never someone from Wales before. So, Blake, what's up to you? I'm doing well. I've got a lot of love for Wales. I've actually only been to Wales one time in my life. I've been to America like 5, 6 times, and I've only been to Wales once. But not just saying it because you're Welsh and you're a lovely country, and somewhere I'd like to go a lot more in the future. Thank you for sharing as well. I really, really love hearing where people are from. So W Blake, W Wales, and W everybody who's in the chat, getting busy, getting chatty in the chat, drum emojis at the side. And if you're liking the stream as well, please do that, guys, because that helps me out a lot. Stable Mind says, are you an English teacher? No, Stable Mind, I'm not an English. I'm an English speaker, but not an English teacher. EDS2343 says, hello. What's up to you, EDS? If you're still watching, what's up, what's up? And Tin Trend says, I'm the plant behind you. Mohammed's Diary says, do you think I could be a mod now? Mohammed's Diary, I'm going to make you a mod, but I'm really going to have to... one sec, chat. There's someone at the door, and I think it's my mum delivering some brownies. So stay there, chat. Do me a favour. Keep the chat going. I'll be right back. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye. Chat, if you're still there, I need you to support me on this one. I need you to support me. I need you to help me bring the room back because my mum has just dropped off some chocolate brownies. And I was like, Mum, I'm on YouTube. I'm on live stream right now. And she was like, oh, sorry. I told her that was going to be in. But my mum just couldn't wait to bring me the brownies. So let me show you these brownies. These are literally, are they warm still? They're cooling off, but they're good. You ready for this one, chat? Oh, chat, are you ready for this one? Not hyping, are you ready for this one? If you like what I'm about to show you, if you like the look of what I'm about to show you, then like this stream and subscribe to me if you haven't already. Are you ready for this one? Just dropped off, let's do it. Hang on. Boom! Jeez! Oh, no, I can't even do it. I can't get it in. Wait, I'm so bad with the camera, guys. Hang on, my camera's on. I can't even do it, guys. I've screwed this one up. Wait for chat. Wait for. There we go. Boom! Boom! If you're watching right now and you don't like the look of what you're seeing, your eyeballs aren't working. Jeez! That is some primo homemade chocolate brownie. Like, guys, big up to my mum, mum on the food delivery, and apologies for the terrible camera work, guys, because if I'm a professional camera guy and that was the service that you got off me, I wouldn't be paying for that. Let me get back to the comments because there's some good comments in here. Mohammed's Diary says, do you think I can be a mod now? Mohammed's Diary, yes, you can be a mod, but guys, I'm going to have to start rotating these mods because there's so many people that are mods. There's literally like more than half of the people that are mods at this point. And what I would say, guys, if you are watching, soon we'll make a Discord. And I think Huntsman has kindly agreed to be one of the mods in that Discord. And I think Padra as well. And in that Discord, it's going to be a place where we can all hang out and we're going to have different channels in there. So if you've got a particular passion, for example, Huntsman, who's one of the key mods on this chat, he's really passionate about it. So in this Discord, which is going to be my Discord and about like the channel and stuff, we're also going to have different channels. So if you've got passions, you can have your space to share that with the world and with myself. So Mohammed's Diary, let me go back up to your comment. Let me make you a moderator if I can find your comment. Where's it gone? I'll come back to Mohammed's Diary. If you're still watching, please leave a comment again because I actually can't find you to make you a mod. Shawnee PV says, mate, why are we all arguing? Yeah, Shawnee, we want to keep the arguments to a minimum. The point of the live when I jump on is I want everyone to have a good time, to vibe. We've all got stressful lives, busy lives, suffering, people we know, getting well, money problems, whatever it might be, all the stuff that we go through. And I want the stream to be a fun place where we can all just chill and forget about that, even just for a little bit. Right, let me catch up to these comments because I am behind. But while I catch up to the comments, let me just say, W to everybody who's in the chat, getting busy, bringing the energy, and saying hello. Like, if you're watching for the first time, maybe you are. This is a stream where we can all just hang out and introduce ourselves. If you don't want to, that's cool, but I love it when people say where they're from. We've got myself, Edward, stream in the north of England, and we've had people on the stream tonight from literally all over the world. India, Greece, America, Canada. It's been awesome. In fact, 2 people in New York alone, so watch out, New York City. We're taking over. All right, there's a lot of deleted messages, so I don't know what's going on there. And says, also, no offense, I don't really like brownies, especially with stuff on them. Well, fair enough, Huntsman. I'm not going to lie to you. These are primo brownies. I can't, the lighting doesn't do them justice, but my mum just dropped these off. Healthy homemade chocolate brownies. I'm going to take a bite now, guys. I'm not just saying it because I'm on stream. I'm not just saying it because my mum made them. I'm not just saying them to be a hype man. Genuinely good brownies. Right, let me catch up with some of these comments. Neon Star says, yummy brownies. W Neon Star. For that energy. Thank you so much. And shout out to my mum, to be fair, for the pick on these. Neon Star's got to go, guys. See you. Neon Star, if you're still watching, thank you for bringing a lovely energy into the chat, and we will see you next time. Big up to you. All right, I'm getting closer to I feel like I'm getting through these comments. I feel like I'm getting closer, chat. Getting closer to the comments. Oh, okay. I've got to the end of the comments. Finally, we've made it. Finally, we've made it. Huntsman is going crazy on the moderation duties. I don't know what's going on. Feels like there's some crazy activity. So maybe this is a good opportunity for me to just have a bite of brownie. So bear with me. Delish. Oh, Huntsman says, that ain't me, Edward. Okay. Hassan is going crazy on the moderation. What? Not a sheeple says weed ones. No, these are not. Yeah, Hassan, please don't go too crazy on the moderation. Let me check out some of these comments, guys. If you're still watching, it's time for me to. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let me actually 1 sec. Okay. It's time to. I think we need to just chill with the mods for a little bit. So yeah. No. Thank you for clarifying for that, Asan. What I've done is I've taken you off moderation due a little bit, just because we've had this a few times where you've gone absolutely crazy and timed out loads and loads of people. And we want to keep the vibe really pleasant and friendly and strong in here. And if we time people out too much, that's not going to help them feel welcomed. Gary Youngboy's in the. Thank you for bringing the energy back, Gary Youngboy. I don't think I've seen you here before, so W Gary Youngboy. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, Huntsman, do your best on the Huntsman. Do not stress, mate. Do not stress at all, but just do as well as you can. Esan, please, never, ever, 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 ever time that many people ever. Esan, what? Esan, that's you. Oh, right, guys. I'm gonna try and stay focused right now. I'm gonna try and really stay focused because we had loads of people here, and the mods went a little bit crazy. Not the mods, our mod in particular, who's not a mod at the moment. So W to all of the mods, keeping it chill, doing a good job. Gary Youngboy says 35 fatalities, bro. Gary, my little heart is aching right now because we had the vibe going so strong. Next thing I know, look down at the comments, and it's like a battlefield. I'm lost for words right now. But in any case, W to everybody who's here. W to everybody who's hanging out in the chat. Ilk Will says Scottish. Good guess, but no, I'm from England, sunny old England, the north of England, land of the free. But W Scotland as well, to be fair, absolutely love Scotland as a place. So let me catch up with some of the, because I feel like I've missed some. Let me catch up with some of these comments. Diva Drester says, say bottle of water, please. You know what, guys? People ask me this all the time on stream. I'll make you a deal. I will say that phrase if you do me a favour and hit the like button, because I would love to hit 30 likes before we end this night. That'd be a really nice little milestone, to be fair. And we've had a great time. It's been a really good stream. The energy's been really strong. The chat's been going crazy. We've had some new faces, lots of regulars in the chat as well. But with that being said, let me say what you asked for. Diva Dresters, you said bottle of water, but I think what you want to hear is me say bottle of water. So what's up to you, Diva? Judith is here. What's up, Judith Blackwood? Nice to see you in the chat. And W to Judith and W to whoever just hit the button. Thank you so much. It means a lot. If you want to subscribe, I'm streaming 5 days of the week, Sunday to Thursday, and it means a lot for you to join me, to hang out here. And what's this saying here? But yeah, my point is, I really appreciate you joining. And if you do enjoy the vibe, tap that little like button, and YouTube will show the stream to more people. That being said, what else have we got in here? Judith saying, hi. What's up, Judith? How are you doing? Leo1234 is here and says, hello. What's up to you, Leo? How are you doing? Nice to see you in the chat. Daniel Garcia says, show me the inside of your hood. That's not a request I'm going to follow through with, Daniel. It's just, honestly, there's not much to show. It's just like, a cotton hood. Not much to see. Huntsman says, Edward, he even timed out Mohammed and Withered. Well, Huntsman, if you're watching, that's why Esan is not a mod anymore, because for the second or third stream, he's gone absolutely crazy and timed loads of people out, and that's not what this stream is about. It is about hanging out, about vibing, chilling, making friends, connecting with people from all over the world. It's not about banging people in timeout for basically no reason. So, Huntsman, I can see it. Withered Boy X is out of timeout. Withered Boy X, great to see you back, and apology for the timeout. It was not my say-so. And Gary Youngboy says, no, not Mohammed. Hopefully Mohammed will be back with us soon. I'm sure Mohammed asked to be a mod. There's a kind of an irony. If it's the Mohammed I'm thinking of, there's a kind of something ironic about Mohammed asking to be a mod, and then he gets timed out, and that's the last we hear from Mohammed. So Mohammed, if you're watching, come back. We need you. What else have we got in this chat? Wormask says Artemis 2 is launching today. I don't know what Artemis 2 is. And what else about, and JG, so JG, if you're still here, he says, so Edward, what do you care about? Well, JG, if you're watching, what I care about is having a good time with you guys, vibing on the stream. The stream is all about positive energy. Like I was saying, the world is a stressful place. We've all got busy, hectic lives, stuff that goes wrong for us, probably all got to work, day jobs, all the rest of it. So when I stream and you guys hang out with me, I want it to be all about good energy, legitimately being nice, supporting one another, making friends. And like I say now, we've got people in the chat from all over the world, regulars who jump in the chat and they're like, Huntsman's like, yo, what's up? And Jacob's like, yo, what's up, Huntsman? And then they're both like, yo, Blage is here. So it's really the whole point of the stream, as I say, is hanging out, kicking back, and just chilling and like making friends where we can and just bringing some genuinely good energy. With that being said, let's to the comments. Nextons33 says, is that Steve Harvey? I am not Steve Harvey, but thank you for the question. Mosen asks an unfunny, inappropriate question, saying, have you been to a Diddy party? Mosen, I have not. Have you been to a Diddy party? Ahmad Armour is back and says, Ahmad is back in the chat and says, hello, what's up to you? Nice to hear you. Ehsan is threatening to leave and says, mod me again, I'm about to leave. No, Ehsan, I'm not going to mod you again because you went absolutely mental and time people out. And that was the second stream we've done that. And as I say, the stream is all about good vibes. People on board with us, welcome them. And it's not about putting 35 people in timeout. So I think we've got the good. In fact, if anything, we've got too many mods, tons of mods. And I know more people would want to be mods. So W to all of the mods out in the space doing a job. And Minnie Bailey's in the chat and says, hi, what's up, Minnie Bailey? Nice to see you again. Minnie's one of our regulars, always hops on the streams. Nice to see you. And Huntsman says, yo, Edward, I tried reversing all of it, but there's too many to untime out. Huntsman, do not worry about it, my friend. You do a great job. And there's only so much you can do. There are a lot of timeouts. So thank you for trying to get through some. And hopefully, moving forward, we won't have mass timeouts to try and undo. What else have we got here? Ahmad says, I love how you remind me of Ronald Weasley, love from Pakistan. Ahmad, I don't know if it was you yesterday, but somebody on the stream yesterday said that I look like Ronald Weasley. Chat, do I look like Ronald Weasley? Like, imagine, forget the hair. Imagine I'm ginger. Do I look like Ronald Weasley? I don't think I do, but what do I know? What else have we got in it? So you say love from Pakistan. Well, Ahmad, I'm sending love back to you all the way from England. Thank you so much for sharing that, by the way. I love hearing where people are from. It's super fun to know that thousands of miles away, you're in Pakistan and you're sending good vibes my way, and I'm sending them right back to you, Ahmad. So thanks for joining the stream, and it's good to see you again. Minnie Bailey says, Edward, I'm at my grandma's. It's my sister's birthday party. Yesterday was my sister's party. Oh, it's my sister's birthday. Yesterday was her party. Well, happy birthday, belated. No, yesterday was her party. Yeah, so happy birthday to your sister. I hope you had a good time at the party. And yeah, have fun with your grandma as well. Our Huntsman is giving me an update showing how ignorant my knowledge of the aerospace world is. And he says Artemis 2 is a NASA rocket. Well, I did not know that. I'm out of the loop. Thanks for the update, Huntsman. I should have known. You've got me covered on that one. And Minnie says, I like the vid. Thank you so much, Minnie. I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate anybody who take the time to hit the like button. We're going to stream for about another 5 or 10 minutes. If we get to 30 likes before we end streaming, that'd be super awesome. We stream 5 days of the week at the moment, guys. Sunday, Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time. And yeah, if you like good vibes, good energy, just hanging out on stream, making friends in the chat, then you should hit subscribe as well because we're back 5 days of the week. What else have we got in here? Let me comments. Small Man Bros is here. No way. Small Man Bros, if you're watching, I started streaming about 6 weeks ago, and Small Man Bros, I kid you not, was one of the very, very, very first people that ever commented in the chat. So Small Man, if you're still watching, slow with the comments. Small Man, if you're still watching, W to you. It's really nice to see you back, and I always appreciate you jumping in the stream. Turnip Game says, Jesus? No, I am not Jesus. Contrary to popular belief, I am not Jesus. Minnie Bailey says, Roblox Live, did you do it? No, I'm guilty because I owe you a Roblox stream. It was meant to be a Roblox stream at 200 subs, and we smashed past that, and it's already locked in. 5 subs, if we reach it, we're doing the house tour. I'm giving you a little house tour of my little home. So guys, if you want to see that, hit subscribe, and that will speed up that process. But I've not forgotten, I owe you a 200 subs Roblox stream, and I'm a man of my word. I just don't know when. So Roblox stream is coming, Minnie. Let me catch up on some more comments because I'm behind. What else have we got? Let me catch up on some comments. Amtar Hash says, no problems. What's up, Amtar? Nice to see you here. I don't know if I've seen you in the stream before, on the stream, or I don't know if I have. So W Amtar, thanks for joining. Rips RIP 5E says, "Yo, bro, are you gonna watch the Artemis 2 launch today?" Well, actually, I'm not gonna lie to you, RIP 5E. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually didn't know that Artemis 2 was launching today until somebody said it in the chat earlier. So maybe it depends what time it is. It's currently 9:30. So I've actually got to stop streaming pretty soon, chat, because it's getting late and I need to get ready for not ready, but I need to chill a little bit and then go to bed because I work tomorrow. So I might have to watch the highlights. That's such a 2026 thing to say. Yeah, I might watch the highlights of the rocket launch. But in any case, if you're watching right now, don't forget to hit the like button. We're back for days of the week. Sunday to Thursday, we're streaming. So if you want to see more streams, do me a favor, hit subscribe. The chat is super friendly here. If you've never joined the chat before, I guarantee if you're watching right now, jump in the chat and see what happens. You will be welcomed and people will make friends with you. So W to the always. And W to whoever just hit the like button. I appreciate that so much. 2 more likes would be awesome, guys. If we can hit 30 likes, that would be mega. And I've only got about another 5 minutes of streaming because, like I said, I need to hop off. I've got stuff to do. As much as I love streaming with you guys, I've got all the things that I've also got to do. Who knows, maybe in a crazy world, one day from now, years to come, I could be a full-time streamer, but for now, I've got to get up in the morning for work, so yeah, stuff to sort out. But W, whoever just hit the like button as well, thank you so much. We're at 29 likes. Let's smash over 30 likes, guys. I know we can do it. We've got a few minutes left to stream, and I've got a good feeling about it. Right, back to the comments. Minnie says, we did the parcel. Me and my sis got the same thing. It was a K-pop Demon Hunter's birthday. She was super something. Can't see it. Can't see it. Shane Carter's back in the chat and it cut straight to the heart of the matter and says, are you any bored with a resolution in regards to your broadband provider? Well, Shane, let me tell you, I've escalated the situation in the sense that I've told my parents I'm going to get my dad on the case. He's very good at dealing with that type of things. If it comes to it, I will sort it myself. Yeah, my dad's retired and he's able to help me out with stuff like that, kind of like life admin stuff. But honestly, it's a work in progress, Shane. But I appreciate you, Ben. I appreciate you hanging out, and it's a good question. And one day from now, chat, my internet will be lag-free. The picture will be clear as crystal. The sound will be heavenly, and we'll all be on a next level together. Macaroni says, "Can I get a shout out?" Well, Macaroni, if that's how I say your name, to you. Thanks for joining the stream. Don't think I've seen you here before, so big up to you. The harpsichord of Mozart says, "Wacko." When I started reading your username, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be a nice comment," and it doesn't sound like it. What else have we got here? With the boy X's, I'm not an OG. Technically not with the boy, but here's the thing, right? Imagine, I've only been streaming 6 weeks. Imagine if in like 6 months' time, and I've done like another 100 streams since then, and hopefully there's even more people watching, you will be like an OG. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all relative. Like, for example, let's say you're subscribed to Mr. Beast. I'm not saying I'm Mr. Beast, don't get it twisted, but for example, someone like Mr. Beast who's got like a couple 100 million subs, if you were the first like million subs of Mr. Beast, you're like an OG. Do you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter whether you're an OG or not. The fact is you're here right now and you're chilling. So W. And W, whoever to just hit the like button. We've reached 30 likes, which is absolutely amazing. I was hoping we could do that. I've only got another minute or two of streaming. We're back tomorrow, UK time. I'm looking forward to it already. But thank you so much to everybody that's taking the time to like and subscribe. It genuinely really helps. And what else have we got? Shah Struggler says, I asked ChatGPT how to become insane. They send me here. Am I in the right place? A good one, Shah Struggler. I'm struggling to get a laugh out of that comment. Balaclava Boy 247 says, is you English? I am English, Balaclava. Hello, hello. Oh. Ahmad says, I said Ron Weasley because I always felt happy when his scene came up. You really do have a good vibe, a happy feeling. Oh, Ahmad, that's so nice for you to say. W Ahmad. And I'm glad that the stream is giving you a good vibe because honestly, mate, that's what it's all about. It's about having a good time, chilling with the stream, positive energy, being nice to one another, just generally trying to kick back and relax. So W Ahmad, thank you so much for taking the time to comment. I really appreciate that. All right. Let me catch up with some comments. Macaroni, I've done your shout out. And what else have we got in here? Macaroni saying, thank you. You're very well, Macaroni. It's nice to have you on the stream with us. Thanks for joining the stream. And if you are liking the stream, do your boy a favour and hit the like button. All right, back to the comments. GTA 6 is saying, who is English? A question, GTA 6. I myself am English. So if you are English or you're from any other country, put in the chat where you're from because you know I want to know. Speaking of which, Tuba Hashmi Bud from India. What's up, Tuba? Or is that Tuba? Tuba or Tuba? I say Tuba because that's how I would say the musical instrument. Well, Tuba, what's up to you? Thanks so much for saying hello. I love hearing where people are from. And I'm saying hello to you all the way from India. So sending good vibes back your way, thousands of miles across Europe and Asia. W2. Huntsman has got to go in a minute, but he's got a goodbye message that he's left. Let me scroll up to it. Huntsman usually. Here we go. Huntsman says, I'm going to leave. Sorry, I'm tired and also just down because I've been called a dictator in drama with racial slurs and I'm stressed. Sorry, Edward and chat. Have a nice day/night. Tell the mods they are a something. They are a W. The mods are a W. Well, Huntsman, you are a W, mate. Thank you so much for doing a great job. Even though you've had a really tough time, I know you've been dealing with drama. I know there's been a lot kicking off, and outside of the stream, you've got people just making you feel not so good. So, all I would say is, thank you so much, Huntsman, for being here, for doing a great job. I'm distracted. I'm not zoning out of my own comment, but I'm just like distracted by some of the strange comments here. But Huntsman, genuinely for real, if you're still here, mate, thanks so much. You always bring a positive energy. I couldn't do streams in the same way without you. So, guys. W Huntsman does an amazing job on duration duties. And Huntsman, go take a rest, mate. And we'll see you on another stream. Speak to you soon, mate. All right. Elijah Lowndes is in the chat and says, shout out, please. Well, Elijah, as you said, please, this is a shout out just for you. What's up? What's up? If you're watching for the first time, my name's Edward, as you might have guessed. And we're here in England, streaming from the north of England. We're streaming 5 days of the week. The stream is all about good vibes, hanging out, and generally just being chill. And outside of a busy day today, just trying to find a nice place where we can all kick back, relax, and get to know one another. So, like I say, guys, as always, if you want to share where you're from, I love hearing. I'm from England. We've got people from India, from Pakistan, Bangladesh, not South Asian countries, but we've got people from literally all over the world that watch. So, if you're watching, W2. What else have we got in here? Let me catch up. With the boy says you've catched up, nearly catching up. I'm getting there. Nelly Drip says, who plays Minecraft? I've never played Minecraft, but one day. And ZXR, EWYTF says, could you please give me a shout out? Well, ZXR, as I will call you from now on, this is a shout out just for you. Thanks for watching. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the chat, so nice to have you here. If you want to see more positive streams, do me a favour, hit subscribe and hit the like button on the stream if you haven't already. But either way, good to see you. Mr. G says, hi, what's up, Mr. Baby G? How are you doing? Okay, and Tuba is setting me straight. And Tuba says, Tuba, not instrument, its pronunciation is different due to Arabic. People often get confused. Well, Tuba, I'm sorry that I mispronounced your name, and thank you for correcting me. It's always difficult when people people have their usernames, and especially if someone's from like a background which is different to my own, sometimes it's difficult to know how to pronounce that. So, Tuba, thank you for setting me straight. It's nice to have you in the chat. And Huntsman is saying goodbye. Huntsman, big love as always. We'll see you on another stream. Have a good rest of the night. And speaking of where people are coming from, Vishnu Sharma says, love from India. Vishnu, I'm sending big love to you all the way from England. Thanks so much for sharing. I genuinely love hearing where people are from, and it makes me smile to know that right now, thousands of miles away around the world, you're watching, or at least you were when you commented. So big up to you, Vishnu W. What else is in this chat? And Vishnu follows up with saying your network/microphone sucks. Vishnu, you must be new here because my internet being terrible is a repeating theme and we'll get it fixed. We're going to get it fixed. I promise you that. Let me catch up with some comments because we've got to end the stream at any minute, chat. I mean it. We've got to end the stream because it's getting late and I've got stuff to do in the morning. But before we do, let's do some shout outs and let's do some final comments. Elijah says, yeah, you give me the vibes. I'm from England as well. W Elijah. Hell yeah, England. What's up to you? And I've nearly caught up. Perfect. Just like that. G-Man says, I'm from Dildo. Don't know where that. Oh, G-Man. G-Man. Just when I thought it was going well, you got me. You got me good. What else have we got? Final comments, guys. Tuba says, what's the time there? It's 2 a.m. here. Tuba, it's not as late as that. It's only 10:15, but I've got work in the morning, sadly, and I've got stuff to get for that. But it's been a lot of fun, and if you're watching for the first time, we are back tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time. So, Tuba, I hope you can join us. If you've not hit subscribe, maybe subscribe because it's going to show you the stream, and we're streaming pretty regularly at the moment, so it's going to be fun. He says, who is doing the live right now? Not sure what that means. And Huntsman is here. Huntsman made it to the end of the stream, and Huntsman says, you know what final message? I'm going to say the final time out of the stream. Far. What does far mean? I'm so slow. Guys, I'm behind the loop. I'm behind times, out of the loop. I'm chatting rubbish. Lily fans says, are you single? Yes, Lily fans, I am single, but I'm also ending the stream. So if you want to see more streams, if you want to hang out with us more, it's nice to see you, by the way, Lily fans. But if you want to hang out with us again, we're back tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK time. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to help a guy out, hit the like button as well. All right, final comments. With the Boy X says, I'm turning Morrison's shop into funk. Thank you, With the Boy X. Elijah Lamb says, bye, Edward. Well, Elijah, it was nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully see you next time. And Huntsman is saying, bye, chat for real this time. And just like that, guys, we're going to end the stream. Come back tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time. I would love to see you there. Bye for now, everybody, and peace out. And see you later.